Hello everyone, I'm Jim Self. Welcome to my home, and Jamie and I live here. We've been here almost 50 years, and it's one of the things I did a few years ago was put an addition on a big music room. And this is the stairway up into the music room, and it's on the walls are all these posters of solo movies I did solos, tuba solos in, and although this one here is Taxi Driver, which is the first film I did. I didn't do a solo on that, but Tommy Johnson and I played on that in 1975. That was my first big movie. And 1,500 movies later, here I am. So we're going to slowly go up the staircase here, and you can see some of these posters if you want. Of course, this is the big one, Close Encounters. I had many solos in that movie, and really changed my career in many ways. As far as the big tuba, voice of the mothership was the tuba and the contrabassoon. And coming up, here's Home Alone, Dennis the Menace, all kinds of other cool things. On this side, you're going to see posters of places I've been, ITEX and Japan, various places, Japanese jazz tour here, and Hollywood Bowl Orchestra in Japan. Some posters from different things I've been doing. This is an interesting one right here if you look at these. Former student in Norm Pearson, who was at the LA Phil for years, he did what you call it, a thing on the computer to make me look like Elf. Anyway. So we're coming back upstairs here. There's some more. There's tons of stuff on the walls here that you might want to see pictures of things I've done, and had a very varied career, if you will, and stuff. This is a cover article from the International Musician, cover article for the International Tuba Association Journal. From 1978, I hosted the third International Tuba Conference. That's a thing from my hometown newspaper in Oil City, Pennsylvania. This picture over here, this is John Williams stuff I did. Anyway, that's International Tuba Conference in Italy. And more posters. This is a movie, of course, I did with Tommy Johnson. That was two tubas. That was the first Star Trek movie. And these are other ones here, solos in all of these movies. This was the first big movie I had with James Horner. I had a tuba solo piano up to high G sharps in unison with the violas. That was scary. And this is the upstairs. You'll see the downstairs, and you can look down here and see. It's really a cool room for music. And this is, again, an addition to my house. And we put solar on out there. You can see that stuff. And up here we have we've had concerts in here. We've had as many as 80 people. With people up here on the balcony and everything else. And the band down here, or the chamber group, or whatever we had. A bedroom. Not a lot to see, but and then of course there's a bathroom in here too. This cool building I built. It's built to be a concert hall. It's a 2-to-1 rectangle. It's big enough to get the fundamental of a B-flat tuba, which is important. This is my old 1916 Kiefer sousaphone. This is my Rudy Meinl F Chimbasso. This tuba is a B-flat tuba. I played in college, and it was given to me by my alma mater, Indiana University of Pennsylvania, when I got a Distinguished Alumni Award there. And over here's my workstation. There's all kinds of crazy stuff on the walls. And my computer and all the stuff I work with when I write music and stuff. And that's when I played with the Chicago Symphony. Some of my different albums are here. This is one of my Yamaha tubas. You know I'm a Yamaha guy, obviously. And that's a picture up there that my wife got in Venice. We got that in Carcassonne, France. And there's some stuff over there, my poster from Yamaha. when I was with Sergio Carolino in Portugal one time. That's what that poster's about. These are some awards I've gotten, Lifetime Achievement Awards and Distinguished Artist kind of things. I've had a pretty interesting career with that stuff. A few pictures from my 30 years or plus 30 years of flying. That's my first airplane up there. It's a Cessna 172, and this is a Piper Arrow. And then this is the same plane, but I had it painted. If you look real close, there's a tuba on the tail, and the number is 441 tuba. Some cool pictures taken by the Los Angeles Times right here at the bottom. David Silverman, who is he's a tuba player, but he's also the lead artist of this on the Simpsons show. Very good friend of mine. He did that for me. That's me playing the Fender bass, which I guess I was on a session sometime with it. Yeah, that's a real early album, I think. Anyway, some different artist stuff. And this is my library. My library is full of more junk, CDs, many pictures. Many pictures of my life and my career with the LA Tuba Quartet. These are different publicity photos I've had, and my degrees, pictures of me, the Army Band, and boy, that's me in high school. I wish I was young again, but anyway, a musician needs a place like this in order to tape things together and other stuff. So since the pandemic, I've been hooked on jigsaw puzzles. And that's me playing the EVI, electronic valve instrument. That's in Japan. This is a picture when we recorded an album here. That's Gene Picorni and Winston Morris and me, and a bunch of other guys. Harvey Phillips up there. He was my teacher in New York. Tony Plogue up on the top there. We did a piece together. Over here is the famous Billy May. That's a picture of the LA Opera Low Brass with Placido Domingo. I'm playing my big chimbasso there. That's my double B flat, double F chimbasso that I use in the movies. Lots of good memories here, of course. Let's go downstairs and look at a few things down there, okay? Mm-hmm. You have to imagine that the old house was just from this wall here back. This was all new, and there's another bathroom here, and this is hallways all new. This is, I don't know, 18 then or something. And this is a picture of her daughter, Maya, who is a brilliant young lady, lives in New York. There's other pictures, stuff from different operas I did. We got that in Oslo. Jamie and I were at a music festival in Alaska, and an artist drew us a few years ago, and that's her. She was a violinist, and a pretty good one too. At the time we didn't like them too well, but they make it look young now, you know what I mean? A bunch of tuba things here, like figurines and junk and lifetime of stuff. And it's hard to believe it, but this little hallway here was a bathroom. It went down, the only bathroom. And there's another couple bedrooms in here. This is the sort of the main room, if you will. And this is a library, mostly history books. A lot of music books over on that side. And more cool little mementos of the life. I call this house with all the stuff on the walls, it's a monument to my huge ego. Anyway, remember that this used to be a wall. I mean, this was a door. I think was a door, but anyway, this was just a grass area out here. We eventually built a whole addition to the house on here, including the bathroom. This is the, I guess you'd call it the TV room, with whatever, we have a fireplace and a nice comfortable place to be. And this was a bedroom for about 20 years. I think we can do a little quick outdoor look at a couple of things too. Is that okay? Okay. This is the kitchen here. This used to be a carport, believe it or not. Since you're here, say hello, Jamie. It's my wife, Jamie.
Hello.
Okay. especially want you to see the tuba window that my stepdaughter Yasmin, she made a frame for it. When you, at nighttime when it's lit up, you can see it all through the canyon here. And there's a tuba window there. It was made by a friend of mine. If you ever been to Harvey Phillips' Tuba Ranch, he inspired me a lot of things like this, because Harvey was my teacher, and he had this place in Indiana he called it his Tuba Ranch. This is sort of Tuba Ranch West. This is my new car, electric car. And this is where I store music, files, a couple more chimbossos in here. There's all kinds of tubas, of course, and cases, and then CDs, music for Tuba Christmas, file cabinets full of all kinds of stuff. It's a double bell for my small F tuba. So it's like playing a double bell euphonium, only it's an F tuba. Now we're going to walk up onto the deck. You have to imagine that this is part of my rental house land down here, all the way up through the hill here. You have to understand that I added all this on years later, and I put a swimming pool in. It's what they call an endless pool. You swim against a motor. It's really cool. And you have to realize this is winter here. It's December, and it's really cool. It's in the 50s, which is pretty cold in our part of the country. We have a hot tub over here. This is called the Stanley Hills area of Laurel Canyon. But look over here. You can kind of see my rental house down here. We have wonderful tenants. We've had them for quite a few years. Of the Basset Hall, that's all, the whole big addition in the back there, which that really changed my life, because all of a sudden I had a place to practice and to teach and to have rehearsals and to enjoy music, if you will. A place that's acoustically good for tuba. There's a back stairway up to the Basset Hall, so when we do have concerts and stuff up there, you can go in from the outside and everything. Our biggest problem with having concerts here is parking. We're on a little private street, and it's really, you can't have very many cars. And of course, in Los Angeles, everybody drives wherever they go. So it's been a sculpture. I've been here almost 50 years. Started out as a little place, and we just kept adding and adding and adding, and it's 800 feet originally. It's 3,300 feet now, and it's very functional for my life as a busy musician. I wanted to make this video of all the stuff we have here, just as a record. It's not necessarily going to be spread around, but it's going to be a record of my cool house here and everything. So, and thank you, Natalie Colegrove, for being my videographer. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Bye.